happening, headbangers? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. And of course, if you're new around here, welcome. Today we're going to hit another music reaction, and today we're going to return to the band Orbit Culture. We're going to check out their new song and video entitled The Tales of War. Now, this is a band that's a little bit hit and miss for me. Their heavy stuff with the guttural vocals I very much enjoy, but I'm not super keen on the clean vocals. I kind of compare them akin to something like James Hetfield, and I must admit, I'm not much of a Metallica fan, so I'm not huge on that sound. However, if they're sparing and, they're not overtaking the song, then I don't mind them too much. But if they're very prevalent, then it's not really my thing so much. But don't get me wrong, the vocals does a great job of these, so I'm still curious to see what they're doing. Now, if you're not familiar with these guys, they're a Swedish metal band, basically a mix of death metal and groove metal. Let's jump into it and see what they have for us this time around. Starting off very dramatic. Nice imagery. Pretty metal to play on a mountaintop, right? Love the production on this. Very crisp and clean, but heavy as hell. Digging the groove so far. We'll see what he does with these vocals. Good little groove there. See, it's hard vocals, they're definitely powerful. I enjoy those a lot. You're getting a mix here. Don't mind that too much. Nice little melody there. Again, not super keen on these clean vocals, but the mix of harsh in with them, it's not so bad. And like I said, he's definitely good at what he does. Well done. And there we have it. That was Orbit Culture with the Tales of War. And I have to say, overall, I enjoyed this song. It was definitely heavy. It had a good groove there. It also got pretty upbeat there for a little bit. So anything that's upbeat and energetic and heavy, generally I'm a pretty big fan of. You know, it's kind of a vibe that I get into. I like anything that's super energetic. I'm a bit of a speed freak, so I like hyper music. So this definitely had a good groove. Again, the only element of this that I really wasn't 100% into is the clean vocals. But the way they used them here was almost more of a backing vocal for the most part, with harsh vocals mixed in, so it didn't really bother me too much. So it was a nice melody taking place there. The songwriting's good. You know, these guys aren't a super complicated band, but you know, they write good riffs, so it's definitely catchy. It's fun to listen to. Musicianship here is top notch. Don't get me wrong, the drumming is definitely sick. Very talented drummer. Everything he does suits the music very nicely. You know, we got a lot of fills in there, crazy double bass. You know, it does what it needs to do. Now the guitar and bass work, again, like I said, cool riffs taking place in there. Nothing super complicated, but again, it's catchy. It's a fun time, and it's definitely heavy. The vocals, again, the harsh vocals, I really like his harsh vocals. They're very powerful. They're very driven. There's a lot of force behind them. You know, it's a nice sound. Again, the cleans I'm not so big on, but once again, he does an excellent job of them. I can't knock him for his skills whatsoever. That's just personal preference. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of clean vocals and a lot of heavy music. There are some exceptions, and again, if this is on, I'm going to enjoy it. This isn't very prevalent in this song. Again, it's more of a backing vocal. The end had a little bit more cleans, but again, nice melody taking place there, so nothing bad to say whatsoever. So great job by the bands, good songwriting. As far as the video goes, it looked absolutely beautiful. You know, it's got this big epic landscape taking place here. Like I said, it's pretty metal to be playing on a mountain or, you know, giant hill or whatever they filmed it on, but it looked great. Lots of depth of field shots taking place there. I like the color palette they used. It's all very nice and cinematic looking, so great presentation. And the production on this is fantastic. It's super clean and crisp. I can hear everything that's taking place, and it definitely has a heavy vibe to it. So only good things to say, really. Again, like I said, this is a band that's not 100% my thing, but they're great at what they do, and I do definitely enjoy them. So I will continue to check them out in the future. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Is this one of your favorites? Does this stack up to previous material? Where do you sit on this one? Either way, if you're not familiar with these guys and you like this one, then go check out their other material. See what you think, because if you enjoy them, support them like any band that you enjoy. Now, of course, if you haven't helped support this channel, then please subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And pale that like button, and if you'd like to get our future updates, tap the notification bell down below for that. Also, don't forget about those socials down below. You can follow me on all of the major platforms. Of course, the original link is down there. And if you'd like to check out my band, we are a deathcore band called Dagger. There's some links down below for that. If you take the time to listen to something, I'd be happy to get some feedback from you. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of your support. Hope everybody has an awesome day. Cheers, everybody. Stay sick.